Friends, you are listening to CMS Vishwa Voice Students Radio Broadcast, and I am with you, your host and friend Harsh, in this radio program. Today we have with us very special guest in our studio, respected Dr. Hira Lal, Sir IAS, and the students of City Montessori School in our studio, and we will have a discussion on a very important topic, climate change and environment.
Good morning everyone, I'm Plaksha Singh, I'm the student of class 9th and I'm from Kanpur Road campus.
Jai Jagat everyone, I am Advait Krishnan Saran, I am a student of class 9th CMS Kanpur Road branch.
Jai Jagat, I am Arna Saxena from class 9th from CMS Kanpur Road branch.
Jai Jagat everyone, my name is Avneet Kaur, I am a student from class 8, City Montessori School, Kanpur.
Jai Jagat everyone, I am Tushamal from class 8, a student of CMS Kanpur Road.
Jai Jagat everyone, I am Harmeet Kaur, a student of class 7th from CMS Kanpur Road. Jai Jagat everyone, I am Tavishi Naj, student of class 7 and I am from CMS Kanpur Road branch.
Jai Jagat everyone, I am Arijit Ghosh from class 8 of CMS Kanpur Road.
Jai Jagat everyone, I am Harman Kaur, an enthusiastic student of class 8 CMS Kanpur Road branch.
Jai Jagat everyone, I am Anika Chaurasia from class 7th of City Montessori School, Kanpur Road branch.
Jai Jagat everyone, I am Ansh Pradap Singh of class 7th of Kanpur Road campus.
Jai Jagat everyone, I am Tejas Tripathi of class 7th from CMS Kanpur Road.
Jai Jagat everyone, I am Arnav Tiwari and I am from class 8, City Montessori School, Kanpur Road campus.
Sir, I am Plaksha Singh. I have been an active member of Wipro since last 4 years and have been participating in many activities which relates to environment like upcycling event and stitching the circle. So my first question is that if you compare your childhood and your present now, what changes have you observed in terms of climate change?
First we will have to understand what is climate and then climate change. So as per my perception, as per my thinking, as per my research, more than 90% of people do not know exactly, do not understand climate change and its devastating effect. So first we will have to understand the climate. Climate is a pattern. Climate is a weather pattern measured more than 30 years. More than 30 years in a big area that is called climatic zone. So in a big area, weather pattern is measured for more than 30 years. So whatever pattern we get, that is called climate of that area, that zone, that big area, that is climate. So we know by the pattern, in June rain will happen, in May temperature will keep rising, and in June it will be very high. Something like every pattern of the weather, heat, humidity, rain, every pattern we are knowing. Accordingly, we have adopted the actions and activity. For example, in rainy season, we do the paddy agree. If we do not get the water, how you will do the paddy? So the changes happening in the pattern, that is called the climate change, and because it is abrupt and big in volume, it is devastating, it is bringing harm, it is bringing bad impact in production, in our efficiency, in our impact. So now that was background, what is climate, what is the change in climate, and what is the bad effect of the, because we are habitual to sow the paddy, do the paddy agree in June. If you will not get the water, because paddy required too much water. So what will happen? Our paddy crop will be not grow, production will come down. So that is the bad effect, because changes in the pattern. What change? We, as per our experience, weather pattern, June must get the water and we are not getting, that is the change. So it is bringing harm. That is the, so I discussed climate change and its devastating effect. Now answer to your question. In my childhood, more than 50 years back, I was born and brought up and my initial education was in a village. I belong to a farming family. I remember that at that point of time, more than 6 ponds, small and big ponds, were there in my village. Six orchards, bagicha, were there around my village, in my village and around my village. Right now, all orchards or bagichas are not existing. So what happened? The trees in all 6 orchards are not there. And trees are producer, trees are the factory of producing oxygen, and oxygen we are inhaling. So by cutting all trees in all 6 orchards, what happened? We have curtailed the production of oxygen. One thing. And second thing, all the 5-6 big small ponds are being, either they are not existing or their area is small. So water containing, water recharging capacity of that land around that village is also reduced, meaning thereby we are not able to save rainy water into earth, because the ponds act as recharging means of raining water. So what happened? By now, if we compare the initial stage of my life and now, this is the change. Orchards are finished, ponds are occupied for agriculture, ponds are converted into agriculture, farming land, and we are doing agriculture. So we have damaged the climate. And climate, the biggest supporter of the climate is water and your oxygen. Oxygen means tree, because they produce it. So there is a big change in support line of the climate. We have reduced the support line. We have weakened the support line of the climate. This is the answer.
Thank you, sir. We'll be asking the next question.
Sir, as you told that what were the reasons for doing this, so what inspired you to work in this manner?
Actually, in my childhood, I have used that orchards to eat mangoes, to play in that orchards or bagichas, and I used to swim, because at that point of time there was no cooler, no nothing. So we used to spend 2-3 hours per day in the ponds water in the hot season. We used to live in that water, not me alone, many people, many kids, young, old, everybody was inside the ponds to enjoy that water and to save from the hot. So that experience is still in my thinking, my blood, in my body, and that created a nature loving personality in me. So I am nature lover. That's why if I see water is misused or water is not properly used, water is not saved, so it creates pain in me. Likewise, if people are not planting trees, cutting trees, so that pains me. Because of that experience, that software which I developed during my childhood, that inspires me, that tells me, that teaches me, and that compels me to save the water and to plant the tree and to ensure its survival.
City Montessori School students are doing many things in the field of environment, and now we have connected with founder director of City Montessori School, Dr. Bharti Gandhi.
बहुत खुशी का विषय है कि आज छात्रों के रेडियो कार्यक्रम CMS विश्व वॉइस के कानपुर रोड स्टूडियो में डॉक्टर हीरालाल IAS पधारे हैं। मुझे दिल से बहुत खुशी है और मैं CMS के सारे छात्रों की ओर से उनका स्वागत करती हूँ। आपका हमारे रेडियो में आना हम एक बड़ी उपलब्धि मानते हैं। आज CMS के छात्रों और श्रोताओं को आपसे पर्यावरण के बारे में नई नई जानकारियां प्राप्त होंगी। मैं पुनः CMS की ओर से आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत और अभिनंदन करती हूँ। जय जगत।
थैंक यू, शुक्रिया आपका मैडम, थैंक यू।
So now we'll proceed further और हमारे साथ 2 कैंपस के स्टूडेंट्स और कनेक्टेड होंगे सर। फिलहाल हम कानपुर रोड कैंपस के स्टूडेंट्स की उच्च अपने पर।
So that means your childhood lovely memories inspired you for this. So next question.
Sir, I want to ask is what a common man can do to preserve our environment.
We all are consuming 2 things. Water. We are consuming water in different uses, for bathing, for drinking, for irrigating, for different uses we are. So one thing. Second thing, we are inhaling oxygen round the clock. While we sleep, we take the oxygen. Our inhaling process keeps going. So what we need water for different usage and we need oxygen for inhaling. So answer to your question is, you please manage, you please save as much water as you will use in a year. Calculate how much water you will use in a year. That much water you save when? In rainy season. Because in rainy season, God has gifted fresh, good quality water free of cost. We get the water in rain free of cost, and that is the quality water. So you calculate how much water you will use in a year. That much water you save into the earth. You save that much water either in ponds, or there are very simple methods through which we can save the rainy water. So of rainy seasons, or in cold days, in hot days, whatever water we have saved in ponds, in the living place of water is what? Earth, soil. Water lives in soil. Likewise, you calculate how much oxygen one can take, inhale in a year. So produce that much oxygen by planting tree, so that you cannot take oxygen from environment. Whatever oxygen we are taking from the environment, from our surrounding, that much oxygen we will repay into the environment. So if these things will be done by each and every person, climate change effect will be zero, in my opinion. And everybody has to do this. Why it is not happening? People think if they need water, who will manage, who will arrange the water? Government or some other people will arrange water for you. You need not to do it. Likewise, in plant also, if you need oxygen, you need to plant tree, you need to take care of that tree, otherwise it will not survive. So who will do? Some other will do, you will not do. That mindset we will have to change. Whatever we are consuming, that we will have to produce in the form of water conservation, for making arrangement of water in a whole year, likewise oxygen. So that is the best simple solution.
Who will be asking the next question?
Greetings, sir. So as you mentioned that as we cut down trees, we must plant them too. But if we are cutting down the huge trees at once, a bulk of trees, we are taking down an entire component of oxygen producing trees from the ecosystem. So how can we repay and how can we manage the balance by just planting those 4 tiny saplings?
First we should avoid cutting the trees, okay? Because it's saying it is easy, but replacing is very difficult. Let us suppose if you are cutting a big tree, okay, and if you will plant a tree in place of that, it will take 15 years to grow, to have that shape, to have that producing, oxygen producing capacity. So in my opinion, first we should find out the alternative, so that we should not cut the trees. First option. Second option, if we have to cut, there is compulsion, then one tree, if you are cutting one tree, then you calculate there must be a calculation. One tree, if you are cutting one tree, so to get equivalent benefit of that tree, you have to plant many trees, not one. Okay. And third thing can be possible ki if you want to cut a tree, plant that tree and wait at least for 2-3 years so that the trees grow and they should be able to grow themselves. After 3 years, then cut because already you have prepared the replacement. When replacement in 2 or 3 years are in picture, then so that is my personal opinion, that should happen, but it is not happening at all. And that's why this climate change is hitting us all hard, which we do not realize. That is the very bad thing. Nobody is realizing how all of us are being hit hard by the climate change. So we do not have that experience, knowledge. That's why we are not aware, and that's why we are not contributing to kill the bad effect of climate change.
So many people they plant their trees on their birthdays and they give names to it. So it can be a very good method to save the environment because the trees are being cut every day.
Yes, not only birthday. Every action and activity. Every action and activity must be associated with the tree plantation. And I would like to say, I was Collector Banda. So I launched a campaign, tree survival campaign. What we do? We do the tree plantation campaign. I changed the name Tree Survival Campaign. So in Tree Survival Campaign, I do the action and activities like you. In marriages, people used to gift trees to the baratis. Gharati used to give the trees in gift to the barati. In religious places, give the plants along with the sweet and all that. Add one more item, that is the tree. In annual function of the schools, give trees along with the books and other items as a prize to the students. Likewise, all the actions and activities of our life must be associated with the tree gifting. All. And if this will happen, the population of trees will increase and plantation will ensure its survival, because the plantation is not an issue is its survival. We plant the trees but we don't take care, so they die. So planting and dying both is decided in one day. You will plant in the morning, by evening it will die. So our focus should be tree survival. That's why I launched the tree survival campaign. And not only birthday event, each and every event of our life, each actions and activities of our life must be associated with tree gifting.
Thank you, sir.
Greetings, sir. Sir, you have been into this field of irrigation, agriculture, environment for the past 25 to 30 years. Sir, you have done what best you could do in your life, and you have been doing this now as well. Sir, now what do you expect us, like the future generation, or what tips would you like to give us for conserving the environment?
Okay, so people, there is two things. One is called software, the second thing is called hardware. So for this issue, to find out a good solution for this environment problem, what we should, first we change our software, then hardware. But we do in the reverse. We always focus in the hardware, not the software. What does it mean? It means first we should plant trees in our mind. First we should plant trees in our mind. First we should conserve water in my mind. Meaning thereby, if you will be mentally prepared that we will not cut tree, we will plant tree, we will ensure its survival, we will conserve water. So if things will be in your, if it will be in your software, you will automatically do in the field, that is hardware. So the best solution is that my software is full of these things: environment, tree plantation, water conservation. But initially when my software was not in that condition, let it come. We need to change the software of everyone first, and once it will happen, they will automatically do the hard work to plant the tree, to ensure its survival and all that.
Thank you, sir. Harmeet, next question.
So, what can be one method of fulfilling our needs of woods while not disrupting the ecosystem?
Good question. We are cutting the trees to fulfill the need of the wood, because we are using wood in constructing houses, chairs. There are many huge use of the woods. There are replacements, so we should switch over to replacements. The need will be reduced. Wood need will be reduced. For example, if you want to have a chair, steel chair, iron chair, there are so many types of chair. Don't use the wooden chair. Bed, don't use the wooden bed. You can make your bed by bamboo. In early still in the villages, people used to make their bed by bamboo. So by replacing with the replacement, available replacement, we can bring down the need of the wood, and that will result in reducing the cutting of the trees. Good question.
Thank you, sir. Ansh, next question.
Sir, as you are in agriculture department and irrigation, so what measures do you take to protect the environment in irrigation?
So, as I told you in one question before, first I used to change the software of the mindset. I used to take the events, one day events, 1 hour events, and first I used to change the software of my officials so that they should start thinking regarding water conservation, regarding tree plantation, regarding its survival, and thereafter we used to monitor them whether whatever we have entrusted to do, they are doing or not. If they find any difficulty in doing that, we used to remove, we used to provide solution so that smoothly they can follow our instruction. So that is very easy. So what we do, we always work on the hardware, but I do the reverse. First we work on the software. I entered into the mind and heart of each official with my message, and I used to plant my message in hearts and minds of my officials. Thereafter they will do. So that is the process of doing this in my department.
Thank you, sir. Next question.
So we have students from Joplin Road campus, and sir, they are just asking you something. So let us listen. Joplin Road campus.
Jai Jagat sir, I am Manan Dixit from Joplin Road campus, class 8. My question is, sir, I have been learning about the impact of human activities on the environment, and I am concerned about the future of our planet. What advice would you give to young people like me who want to make a difference and create a sustainable future? And what actions can we take to start making a positive impact today? Thank you.
Okay, good question. Actually, Mother Earth is supporting us to survive and sustain. And Mother Earth is made of 3 things: Jal, Jungle and Jameen. Okay. So if we all start saving as much water as we use in a year during the raining season, and we must plant as many trees which will produce our required inhaling oxygen, and we should live plastic free life, because plastic is the biggest enemy of Jal, Jungle, Jameen. By doing these 3, by all, we can save our Mother Earth, and then our Mother Earth will be able to sustain, survive and supply whatever we require to have a happy and prosperous life.
And now we have student from Gomti Nagar campus, Bansar. So let us listen to question.
Good morning, sir. I am Garima Rathi of class 8th F, and my question to you is, what technological innovations or solutions do you think hold the most promise for addressing environmental challenges?
Actually, nowadays technology upgradation is doing every moment, and now eco-friendly technology is in focus. Initially, you might be knowing our vehicles have eco-friendly engines. They are improving day by day so that the carbon emission by plying our vehicle on the road should be reduced to zero. That's why we are switching over to electric vehicle. That is a good example. By improving the engine technology, carbon emission is reduced day by day in different models. And to reduce to zero, we are trying to replace the petrol and fossil fuel vehicles by electronic vehicles. Likewise, in all fields of life, whatever technology we are using, we are trying to make them eco-friendly. So many innovations, research and development are going on in this area, and we are getting good results.
Avneet, next question.
Sir, during summers we use ACs a lot, which release CFC, chlorofluorocarbon a lot. So what are the changes that we can see during winters?
If you are bringing more and more carbon or different green gases into the environment, they will accelerate the weather pattern changes. That is called climate change. So it is not only if you are increasing the carbon or green gases amount into the environment, it will not only disturb your winter, it will disturb all weather pattern, all the 12 months pattern, all along year pattern will be disturbed. So we are using AC, but tree is the natural AC. What AC we are using in our rooms, that is artificial AC, I can say, just to make you understand. The natural AC is tree. In old age, in my childhood, when there was no AC, no cooler, whole village in the hot season used to sleep in the shades of big trees nearby their houses. Every house has big trees around their houses, and during hot season they used to sit in the shades, and there was feeling of AC, natural AC. So we will have to think, replace these ACs with tree wala AC. How it is very easy to do. In your campus, in your house, plant trees. If you do not have big house, you can plant in big pots. Take a big gamla and put soil, fertilizer and etc. and put a tree. It will give you the oxygen. It will keep cool your surroundings. So we will have to switch over to natural AC, and natural AC is big plants, neem, bargat, people, etc.
Thank you, sir. Tejas, next question.
Sir, these days people use a lot of plastic. So what we can do to stop the use of plastic as it damages our environment, especially the water bodies?
Good. Plastic is not only damaging the water bodies, it is damaging all. It is not leaving anyone behind in damage. Nobody is spared by the plastic. It is damaging and it is killing. I will use the word killing all. Human being, flora, fauna, even land. So we need 40 years ago in our life, plastic usage was either very minimal. But nowadays we are living in the plastic era. Everything is made of plastic, and it is very harmful. Microplastics are in our blood. Okay, so again, same thing. Replace the plastic. If you are taking tea in the plastic glass, take into the kulhad, mitti bartan. There are steel glass. So if you will take the tea in the steel glass, you will not use the plastic. We are using plastic bags. Do not use plastic bags. Use cloth bag. There are jute bag, dairy bag. So by replacing plastics, there are replacements. Every use of plastic have best alternative, eco-friendly replacements. For example, you people are students, geometry box, जिसमें वो pencil, rubber you keep all. In our days, in my childhood, it was made of iron or wood. But now all geometry box are made of plastics. So go in my era, don't use the plastic geometry box. Use geometry box of the iron or steel or many replacements. So by replacing the plastic usage by eco-friendly materials, we can save ourselves. We have to adopt into a life of plastic-free life, as I have seen in my childhood.
Thank you, sir, for giving us alternatives. Next question, Arijit.
Greetings, sir. Sir, my question is that how can we replace the pesticides in irrigation for protecting the environment?
Yes, organic farming. Again, I will compare today we are using chemical fertilizers. But in my childhood, the production of fertilizer was very less because we do not had many fertilizer companies. Okay, so organic farming is the alternative of reducing the usage of the and reuse of many different things. We do have eco-friendly fertilizers, raw material. We can use them to convert them into organic fertilizers, organic pesticides. By doing that, and in the last 10 years, there is a big boom in this area. People are demanding organic products, people are using organic fertilizers, trying to reduce the chemical fertilizers, chemical pesticides. Still, we need a lot to do, but we have started doing this.
Thank you, sir. Anika, next question.
Sir, my question is that being into this field, what is your aim and motive?
My aim and motive is that we do not have time. Already we are living into red zone of the devastating effect of the climatic change. So right now, as I told in answering one question, more than 90% people do not know climate, do not know climate change, and do not know its devastating effect. So I am trying to aware the persons to change their software so that they should know the devastating effect of the climate change, and they should start contributing, participating, becoming a partner in mitigating the climate change by saving water, by planting tree and ensuring its survival, and trying to live a plastic free life. If we can do these three simple things, we will be able to mitigate the climate change to a greater extent. So that we are doing, and I am trying to convince people on this reasoning.
So we'll definitely work upon your advices. Next question, Tavishi.
Greetings, sir. So how we can educate our future generations by including environment as a practical subject in a curriculum?
Yes, for this already in course environment is being taught in different stages, from primary, secondary and higher stage. But doing it practical is also important. That's what I am requesting, that you do this practical in your school, you do this practical in your house. Our house is a good lab for this. In our house we can plant a tree. If land is available, if land is not available, we can plant in different pots. Okay, so that way we will take care of the trees, we will create love for the nature. Likewise, through rain harvesting water, the rainy water of your campus you can save in the mother earth, in the soils of your campus soil. So if we, and that is very easy to do, by digging 2 small pits we can conserve water. But we are not doing that. We will have to aware people to do. They should start this water conservation and tree plantation from their house by themselves. That is the best idea to do.
Thank you, sir. Next question, Twisha.
So what are the tree survival campaign initiations we can take?
The question is good. We are planting tree. but we are not talking about its survival. We should always think otherwise. We should not start from A, we should start from Z. Planting tree is A, ensuring its survival is Z. So we will have to think, we will have to change our thinking process. What we do now, we make arrangements, we make arrangements for tree and its planting, but we don't add any steps, any action and activities to take care of its survival. So that portion is, there is a gap, that portion is not existing in our this whole process. If we will include that, then planted tree will survive, and then only then our purpose of tree plantation will be served. That's why I told you I had launched during my DMC, and still I am practicing that. I never talk of tree plantation campaign. I always talk of tree survival. I always talk about the tree survival campaign, not tree plantation campaign, which is the answer of your question. So to do that, already I have written a book, Dynamic DM. One chapter I have written on this tree survival campaign. What steps, what tricks, what techniques I applied to ensure the tree plantation survival. So this book is in Hindi, English and Gujarati. It is in Hindi, English. So it is available on Amazon and Flipkart. I would like to request you all, read it. It is very inspiring, best-selling book, and you will get all three chapters. How I conserved water, how I took the care of tree survival, plastic free banda, oxygen park. I did many actions, and each campaign is written in a single chapter with witness and proof.
Thank you, sir. Next question.
Sir, as the population is increasing rapidly, we are in the need of grains. So we're obviously increasing our farming lands. But increasing the farming land means again we're cutting down the jungles. So it's again taking off the oxygen. So how can we can adapt smart farming so that we produce the grain at a higher rate but then don't cut down the trees?
We have to again innovate, we will have to again research and develop new variety in the same field. Earlier we were producing 1 quintal, now with the changing the variety of seed, improved seeds, we are getting 5 quintal. 5 times production has been increased in the same area. Likewise, diversification of the crops. Multi-layer farming is happening. For example, as we are living in multi-story buildings, likewise multi-layer farming. In same land, 3-layer farming are happening. I have seen with my 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer. So multi-layer farming, by improving the production quality of the seeds, fertilizers and all the inputs, we can meet out this need of growing food without cutting the trees. And work is going on in this area.
So it was very important to talk to you, sir, and the City Montessori School students are working on the field of environment. Yes, they have got many important inputs from you. So we would like to request you to give a message for these students and the listeners who are listening you outside of this radio station in whole world. Your message.
So my message is very loud and clear. Already I have answered in a question as answer. Each person of our society, not nationally, globally, should save as much water as much he will use in a year. One thing. Second thing, he should plant as many trees which will produce oxygen equivalent to what he will inhale in a year. If these 2 things everybody start doing, the devastating effect will be reduced to a greater extent. And third thing, we must start living a plastic free life. By doing these 3, we can help a lot, and it is very easy to do. It is very easy to do. It is not difficult. These 3 do not require any huge amount of money or finance. or any resource. Very easy to do.
Thank you, sir. As Mahatma Gandhi has rightly said, be the change you want to see in the world. So as youngsters, we'll definitely try to work upon your advices, and then we'll change our software and then our hardware. Thank you, sir, for your precious words. Thank you.
I enjoyed having good discussion with the future of India, of CMS.
CMS Kanpur Road Radio Station 90.4 MHz.